Hello guys, my name is Przemek Chojecki. I'm a PhD in mathematics, currently running Contentize, a company where we run different machine learning models using NLP to basically generate text, rewrite text, and so on. And this is one of the standard videos I wanted to record, an update from the last year on top courses that you can take on Coursera to start learning data science. And basically, this time I want to make it different because usually I just go through all the courses, but because there are so many similarities to the last year, especially with courses like Python for Everybody from University of Michigan, IBM Data Science, or Machine Learning from Stanford. Basically, what I want to do is talk briefly about those, but also mention what changed when it comes to finding a job as a data scientist. Is it harder? Is it easier? What you have to do. And also because I haven't recorded for quite some time, I want to share a couple of reflections that I had during this time. So basically you can see the list here. I will also share the link in the description to this video. The list has many courses that you might have heard of, or if you're just a beginner, then probably what you should start with is the course that is first on the list, which is Python for Everybody, which gets you to code in your browser or in a Jupyter, installing Anaconda. So the first two courses are really for the very beginners. You should take Python for Everybody if you haven't coded anything before, and you should take IBM Data Science if you have maybe a little exposure to coding, but not too much, and you're not so sure about Python because they revise Python as well. Those two courses are really, really great to start. And then you have classics like Machine Learning by Andrew Ng, and Deep Learning, also run by Andrew Ng, co-founder of Coursera, which are super great when it comes to getting deeper into your knowledge of machine learning models. What I really want to talk about is the current state of data science market. It seems the times are still very good for data scientists. And it's even better than it was before the pandemic because there are many possibilities to actually find a job online. And people and companies are agreeing to working remotely. And I have many friends who actually found a job, for example, living in Warsaw and working in the UK or in Switzerland or traveling around. So it's really possible to live in one place and work in another. Of course, another thing is it's more possible to do that when you're farther along the way. So if you're a junior, if you haven't coded before, if you haven't worked in any job, in any coding job before, then it's of course much harder to do that because people need to trust you, trust your skills. You need to build that skill set. But once you go to a certain level or you have like a track record in academia, because for example, you did a PhD and you want to rebrand to another domain, then it's definitely possible to find a remote job. So another thing that I want to talk about is basically it's probably much harder today to find a job as a data scientist at the entry level because there are so many new people coming to the market, and you really have to learn much more than you had before. Because before, meaning like a couple of years ago, the only thing you had to really do was show that you can code maybe a little bit, talk about linear regression, maybe some kind of clustering algorithms, and that's it. You could get a job. But right now, there are so many people after different boot camps, after different courses, that really what you have to build is the whole portfolio of different projects that you had. Maybe you were trying to do a project on your own and there's something you can show. So that's really a great part that you can do. So that's what I'm recommending you to do as well, meaning answering also many questions that I got after the video from the previous year is that none of those courses will get you a guarantee that you get a job. What you have to really do is get through some of those courses, get some through some of the books, look at the code on GitHub, on Kaggle, especially going through different challenges on Kaggle, looking at the data, looking at Jupyter notebooks from other people, and then try to create something on your own, make it into your own repository on GitHub, and go from there, meaning you will have something to show. This is something that I always doing when I'm recruiting something. If I'm interviewing someone for a job as a data scientist, is I go to their GitHub, I look at the previous projects, I ask about the previous projects, and I ask about the techniques they use, the methods they use, because it shows you how these people think, how they approach a problem, and it's really important because in the end, becoming a data scientist is the constant struggle to solve different problems. There's always some kind of a problem that you're trying to solve that can be, for example, problem with data, problem with the model, the infrastructure, the architecture of the model. There are many different problems that you're trying to solve as you go along your career. And this critical thinking, the problem solving skill is really, really important. And you really should focus on honing that particular skill. So having said that, the best way to really hone the skill is solving problems, because the best way to learn how to solve problems is solve more and more problems. This way you also become more confident in your own skills, and it's really important. So apart from going from these courses, which are really great, you will have all the descriptions down below with all the things that you will learn. The really important thing that you should learn is problem solving. That's the first thing, and then start by building your own portfolio of projects that you can show to your potential employees. So that's it. Thank you for your attention. Let me know in the comments what else should I record. I haven't recorded in quite some time, but I wanted to go back to YouTube recording more about data science, artificial intelligence, technology in general, everything that I have on my mind. So yeah, I've been working pretty hard on Contentize lately, and I want to get to publishing more content currently to spread the good word about data science.